Today I want to talk to you about don't forget where you come from. Instead of approaching life first and foremost by considering our circumstance, which is where most of us live, which is how most of us figure things out, which is how most of us make decisions. If you start with the source, how much different would things be? The first reason I want to give you today to remember where you come from and to be aware of your source is this, because it will put your situation in proper perspective. You're not going to be here forever. You're not going to die here. It won't always be like this. There is a blessing beyond where you are right now. But sometimes we need a word to remind us we're going somewhere. We're still moving. There's still hope. See, you've got to understand something about your history if you're going to participate in your destiny. And when you open yourself up to the promise that God is for you and with you and He'll never forsake you, it will keep your mind in perfect peace. And God said, you do realize that you're worrying about something that I've already worked out, don't you? When you remember where you come from, check out what happens. It'll bring you back to your rightful place. That's point number 3. I want to leave you with this thought that God wants to reconnect you with Himself to bring you back to your rightful place. See, we started this Bible lesson with Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. Where God spoke to the land. Look at it. He said, let the land produce vegetation. So He spoke to the source and the substance came forth. Spoke to the land and the plants grew. Well, then in verse 20, we saw how He spoke to the waters and the fish came forth. Look at it. He said, let the water teem with living creatures and let birds fly above the earth. There come the birds again. The birds are everywhere. He spoke to the water. The water was the source and the substance came from the source. But when God got ready to make you, what did He speak to? Genesis 1:26, let us make man in our image. When God wanted to make you, He didn't speak to the ground. He didn't speak to the water. He spoke to Himself. Why? Because God is your source.